So I actually get a lot of questions about, how do you install a hub? And actually, it's really not that hard. It's actually a lot easier than a vehicle. So as you see this is a spindle. Now a spindle gets welded at the end of an axle. It's non-removable, and if it is, you probably got a cheap spindle. Probably China. Now, let's say it's not that, right? So you come and you buy a hub from me. Hey, you're gonna get, you might be a little bit more expensive, but you're gonna get knowledge and you're gonna save yourself money only because I'm gonna be able to walk you through it, right? So you're not gonna have to spend money with anybody else. So let's say, for example, you got a 5 and 4.5 hub. Boom, you blew off on the side of the freeway, and you were lucky enough to where your axle didn't get messed up. All right, so you need a hub. You bring it down. I match it up. And again, there's not going to be anybody who knows more than us. So we're going to be able to walk you through everything. So let's get to it. So you're going to install your hub. Now what you're going to do is you got your outer bearing. This is your hub, 3,500 pounds, 5 and 4.5. So we're going to start with the inner bearing. All right, so that's the bigger bearing. Boom, simple as a pimple. Now you got your outer bearing. Same thing. As if you got the right bearings, and people are gonna say a lot of things. Most people don't know what they're doing. Inner bearing, outer bearing. Now washer, right? Boom. You got the washer. Then what you're gonna do? This is kind of probably the most complicated thing. I think out of all of this, you're gonna hand pack it. You're gonna make sure the chamber is packed till there's just grease coming out. Whether you use a gun or whether this has a zerk fitting, so you can use a gun or you're going to hand pack it. I prefer to hand pack things. It's going to take longer, but trust me, you're not going to be running into the problems. You're not going to be stuck in Arizona off the 39 freeway in 118 degree weather. So we got the nut. Everybody gets like really makes too much about how tight this nut needs to be. All you guys need to understand, after you guys are done packing it, you guys got the seal in the back, the bearing in the front, inner and the outer bearing, got the washer, and then you got your castle nut, right? So either one or two things is going to happen. You're going to have either a cotter pin or you're going to have something called a tang washer. This would happen to take a tang washer because not everything is exactly the same, but the concept is the same, right? So boom, boom, boom. And everybody always wants to ask, hey, how tight should I actually have this nut? And you're going to see YouTube videos. You're going to see everybody who thinks they know a whole bunch of stuff. And this, take it from a guy who's been doing this 20 years, right? And we've been here 77 years. So I've gotten knowledge from people way before me. Now, with this, what you're going to do is you're going to tighten it just enough to either get the cotter pin through or to get the tang washer off. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you tighten this thing too much, this hub is not going to rotate the way that you want it to rotate. And what's going to happen, it's going to bind up and you're going to be blown out. You might have a brand new hub and drum. You might have a brand new brake. But if this thing is too binded up, you're screwed anyway. And if it is too loose and that cotter pin comes out or the tang washer doesn't go down, then you're screwed either way. So basically, you just want it snug. And if you guys have any questions at all, call, come by. I'm going to be here. You're going to see me all the time. My name is Timothy. You're going to get personal service with me. Thank you very much.